Okay, welcome everyone. In the first and second part of my videos on geography of class 10, I've discussed about the different landforms which is developed by rivers. So in this today's class, I'm going to discuss about the erosional landforms developed by winds. Okay, so first of all, the action of wind is mostly predominant in the desert areas. Okay, and the landforms which is developed by winds is also known as aeolian landforms. Okay, so now I'm going to discuss about the different landforms. Okay, the first landform which is developed by winds is Mostrum rock. Okay, so what is Mostrum rock? See, in the desert area there are upstanding lands like rocks and all. Okay, due to the action of abrasion, what happens is that it erodes away the softer rocks and the harder rocks remains standing in the desert area. So this type of feature is called Mostrum rocks. Okay, so Mostrum rock is also known as gore in different countries and pedestal rock, PEDES, pedestal rocks. Okay, basically it is done by the undercutting of rocks by the wind action. So this kind of landform is mostly found in the desert of Sahara in Africa. Okay, next we have Geysens. So what is Geysen? Sometimes rocks are arranged in order of horizontal layer. Okay, horizontal layer of soft and hard rocks. Okay, see, the soft rock is mostly eroded by the winds, not the hard rocks, not the where is hard rocks, not the hard rocks. So all the soft rocks which is horizontally arranged is eroded by the wind, and the hard rock remains uneroded and it stands like a ridge. So what is ridge? Ridge is a chain of small mounds and hills like this one. Okay, and this type of landform is called Geysens. Okay, next we have Yardang. Okay, that is the third point. See, what is Yardang? It is also a erosional landform which is developed by winds in the desert areas. Okay, see, Yardang, sometimes hard and soft rocks stand parallel to the prevailing winds. See, what happens there? See, you just look this diagram. Sometimes hard and soft rocks. Say for example, the eroded rocks is soft rock and the standstill rock is hard rock. Okay, so the prevailing winds erode away the softer rocks, all the softer rocks, and the remaining feature which we can see like stony reefs, this whole lot of feature is called Yardang. So this kind of feature we can see in the desert areas of Sahara, Atacama desert, sorry, not Atacama desert, desert in Rajasthan and all. Okay, 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 okay. Now at last I will discuss some concepts from the chapter 1. Okay, see, first one is snow line. So what is a snow line? It is an imaginary line. It is an imaginary line in the map of the world which shows the perpetual line which connects the area consisting of snows. Okay, so below snow line, above snow line, no glacier will melt. Okay, next is global warming. It's a very major issue at present day world. So global warming means a general rise in the overall temperature of the world. Okay, general rise in the temperature of the earth. Okay, it is caused because of various greenhouse gases like carbon dioxide, chlorofluorocarbon, methane, etc. Okay, you know the effects of global warming. Next is Inselberg. See, Inselberg is a residual hill. Residual hill means that is a hill which is eroded by wind. It is this kind of feature is found in the desert areas. Next is sand dunes. Sand dunes is a depositional feature which is done by wind. Okay, it's a depositional feature which is done by wind in the desert area where winds blows sand and deposited to the another part of the area. Okay, next is inland river. The river which originated in the land and finished in the land. That type of land is known as inland river. Okay. Generally, all kind of river which is originated from land usually tends to meet the ocean or sea, but inland river ends in the land only. For example, what was it? Inland river, Luni. Luni river is the inland river in India. Okay, next is Doab. Doab is a fertile land between two rivers. It's a fertile land. It's a very fertile land which is found between two rivers. Say for example Punjab, where wheat cultivation is most prominent. Okay. Okay. In the next class we'll discuss about. We'll move towards the chapter 2. That is atmosphere. Okay. For today, this much.